people, it's Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. I'm here and I have my bargain bead box today. We have already done one project with April's bargain bead box. It's now May. We've already done one project, but we have another one to do, and that is the bracelet and the little earrings that we did on Morning Coffee Club Design. And we're going to whip that up today. So let's get down on the mat and make some stuff. And what we're going to do is we are going to be using our flush cutter, our round nose plier, chain nose plier, and the 1.5 millimeter round metal hole punch. Okay. So I also have 2 sizes of oval jump rings. I know for sure we will use the 6 millimeter oval jump ring, and these are a 8 millimeter. I don't know. We might use these for the extender portion of the bracelet. So I have those. I have the ball head pins that came in the bargain bead box. We'll be using those for our charms. These I put separately in here because these are the ones I'm going to keep out for the earring section. But we also have the little tiny crystals in the multicolor. And then a pair of the earring studs. So this is kind of keeping that out for that. Here we have the larger crystals and one butterfly because I thought maybe we want to add a charm. I'm going to be using 24 gauge Bead-A-Lon wire for this and the flowers. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take these flowers. I'm going to zoom you in, and I'm going to show you what I plan to do with these. So I just took my hole punch and I punched a hole in that. And here's the reason why. I probably could maneuver a wire into there, but it's very small. And quite honestly, when I'm hooking together with my oval jump rings, I feel like this is going to work out better for me. So I am taking my hole punch. We'll just do a couple of these so you can see. And there is a hole right here on the edge. It's this one that I'm in right there. And I'm just putting the pointy edge of my hole punch in there, and I'm just punching. I'm flipping around to the other side, and again, this is a very easy guide because it's perfectly circular, and I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. And all I'm doing this for is just to make these a little easier to work with. And when I'm punching through this, it's not pokey on the other side. There is a little bit of a lip, which kind of gives us a little more to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to punch the rest of these. And then we will move on to the next portion of this bracelet. I'm going to get started by looking at the little flowers. Now that I got them laid out, there's one of 2 ways we could do this. We could link them all together with an oval jump ring, which would be super simple. And then we could make charms and dangle our, beads off of there. Or what we had originally talked about was putting flowers and beads on. I think if we do that, we're not going to need to use all of the flowers, but we will see. So I'm going to try it that way. I'm just going to get myself a little piece of this 24 gauge bronze wire here. And I'll show you what we had originally talked about. Okay, so we had said, well, let's move that out of the way so my camera can focus. We would take a little piece of wire and just going to start out by making a little loop here. Before I do anything else with my loop, I'm going to put my flower on. So I got this bigger hole, which is great. So I can just link that around. And then I'm just going to wrap right here. I want to go around about 3 or 4 times. Okay, that looks pretty good. We could also do both on this bracelet if we wanted. And then I'm going to put one small crystal and one of the larger crystals and one of the small crystals. Now, since this is a mixed strand of crystals, it's up to you, you know, what color crystals you want to use. I think that for this, I'm going to use 2 of the same color on each side here. And then I'm just going to make another loop. And put another flower on. Okay. Zoom in a little bit. So that is what I got. And then I will tighten that up. Three. And that's what it looks like that. Now, the other thing we could do is we could keep going like that, or we could take our oval jump ring and where's my flat player? We could take our oval jump ring, could open her up. Okay, put that in there. And we'll take our little tiny ball head pins here. And instead of putting our crystals and our large crystal like this, we'll put our crystal and our large crystals on dangles. Okay. Let's see, is that going to fit on there? No. So we got to put a little crystal first. Now these are kind of smaller than I like to work with to do a wrapped loop. You could do, I prefer a wrapped loop, especially when doing dangles, because I just do. I'm going to switch hands, and I'm going to use my dominant hand to wrap this so it doesn't go flying everywhere. And there we go. You could also use wire if you wanted to make your own head pin, or you wouldn't need to use this big of the crystal either. But I just wanted to see how it's going to look. I got it around there about twice. So it is possible. Try to tuck that tail in. That's a little, so it looks a little better. There we go. And then for the second one, I'm going to take another little ball head pin. Ooh, my little ball head pins are kind of bent up. And I'm just going to put one crystal on there. And make a little loop on that. See, these ones significantly easier to work with. If you just wanted to put little ones on there, you totally could. Okay, and then go back to this. I got my oval jump ring on there, and I'm going to put my 2 dangles, and then I'm going to put my other flower. Okay, get a hold of that. And so that would be like that. So those are kind of our 2 options. Now looking at the options, this bigger dangle right here, it seems to be like a little bit much for this area. I think maybe if we did a drop, let me try if we did a drop on there, if that would help. So by drop, I mean just adding an oval jump ring to this charm first and closing it up. Let's put the little one on there too. And closing it up. And then hang this. I'll grab this with my pliers so you guys can see. And then hang this charm onto the oval, like so. And then we add the next flower. Oop. Close him up. Now we'll see how it looks. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So when you had it on, it would be like this. So either is good. Either way you want to go is good. I think what I'm going to do, just looking at it, I wonder how this is going to be on the wrist. I kind of like both, honestly. I don't necessarily know if I like them together. I kind of like... I don't know. To get a full effect, I'm going to go to this side. I'm going to do another one of these wire wraps to see how it looks together. I can't make a decision on that right now. So I'm just going to take another portion of this little 24 gauge wire. Okay. So just make it a loop. I'm going to give it a little bend to open it so that I can put it on my flower. Squish it down. And then I can do the wrapping. About 3-4 times there. And trim. Now on this last one I put like darker crystals, so I think I'll put lighter crystals on. See how that goes. You guys will have to let me know in the comments which you preferred. The dangle over here or the wire wrap. Now that I got 2 wire wraps on here, I kind of am liking it, you guys. So I think I'm going to go with the wire wrap. I like it. I might just leave that on there for funsies on the end and then add my butterfly to that. I don't know what I'm doing with that quite yet. I'm just going to leave it for now. So I'm going to put my other flower on. Is that right way? No, it's got to go on the other way. Oh, I hear Mr. Bunsen meeping. Meep, meep. All right. Hey, we are cooking now. I like that. I think I will take this one off. I think it's cute, but I feel like if you have seen my video, I will link it in the cards right here. I believe it was a Christmas video that we did with druzy crystals. I kind of did one like this, which turned out really nice and I really liked it. But we're just doing a little something different here today. There she is. Super cute. Also, if we're doing like this, I think that we might not use all of the flowers. So we might be able to utilize the flowers in another project of some kind. But we're just going to keep going. So since this is a bracelet, I am being kind of particular about my wrapping here, which, as you know, isn't something I normally do, but it is part of the design and the focal point of the bracelet, so we don't want it sticking out there just being annoying, you know, in this particular situation. All right. What other color crystals do we have? Is there other colors? I think there was 3 colors. I think these ones are white, like more of a white. I'm going to use those ones, more of a white this time. Okay. And then I think that this pattern will just repeat. You know, I mean, I think I will repeat it with the dark crystals and then, you know, kind of the ombre effect on the crystal situation. Kind of dig that. Okay, so I'm making my loop and spin and go all the way around to create the loop before we open it up and put on our next flower. Making sure the flower is on there the right way. Looks like it. And then we can grab a hold of that loop. So when I'm grabbing the loop here, I'm making sure that I'm as close to the flower as I can get with my wire, or with my plier, so that I can wrap really closely there. And if there's a little bit of space, that's okay, because when you go to tuck that tail in, it's going to tighten it all up just a little bit, you can see. Okay. Now, if you ever get in a situation where you're like, these are kind of sitting funny, you can get about a half a turn in there with your wire, you know, before you have to really worry about it to kind of straighten them out. So, okay guys, I'm going to continue on. I'll meet you at the end here. Be right back. All right, so I am to the end here. And what I have on my last bunch of beads, I haven't closed it up yet because I wanted to show you guys how I'm going to finish. So I did want to let you know that I'm used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the flowers with the same pattern in between. And I am going to, I dug out just a bronze toggle clasp. The only clasp that was provided was a box clasp, and I didn't think that was going to work very well for this bracelet. So I'm going to use a toggle. And I'm going to show you how I plan to finish it. So my idea here is after I get the toggle on, that this should be about a 7-inch bracelet. We shall see. We'll check it when we're done. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers on. I'm not ending on a flower simply because of sizing. So, you know, maybe if you wanted to take a look at that, you might you might look a little differently at your design before you start. It's up to you, but now we know. So I'm just wrapping, and I'm just ending this just like this, just with a loop, because I plan to put a jump ring on there and do a cold connection. The reason for that is that I feel this is going to be a bracelet, and it has a front and a back because there's only flowers on, you know, one side of these little metals. And so I think if we did if we just did right onto the toggle, that could cause a little bit of issues with it, like flipping and stuff. So I am just going to use an oval jump ring here to connect to the female portion of my clasp. So I'm just connecting that loop to here with this oval jump ring. So now we're going to use flip to the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing here with an oval jump ring, and I'm going to connect it to that into that hole that we punched right there, and I'm going to put the male portion of my toggle and close it up. All right. So now you could stop there. It's perfectly good like that. But like I said, I think I want to add a little dangle, and we've already got this going for us. And so this was just using the ball head pins. We made these 2 wire wrap charms. We put them onto an oval jump ring, right? And so I'm going to use another oval jump ring to just connect just the charms. I'm not going to use the flower. You could. And I'm going to connect them. Let me think of the mechanics here. I'm going to connect them on the female side. Reason being that when you close up a toggle, you kind of have a space here, whereas you don't have a space here because you put this into there. So I'm going to put the charms, get a hold of them here, and I'm going to put them onto this other oval jump ring that we have. If you didn't want to hang them there, you could also go into that space in the toggle as well, but I'm just going to go ahead and hang them right on this other oval. And because they're on an oval, the mechanics of the oval jump ring make it really easy for things to dangle because that's how they are designed. And there we go. Okay, so let me grab the bracelet sizer. Now, we put the bracelet on. And we go like so. I'm just making sure everything's going to work here. And we put it on. Make sure all the flowers are the right side up. Yeah, and it's exactly 7. Exactly 7 using that toggle. So that's what she looks like, you guys. We've got a little dangle there. Oh, I was going to put a butterfly. Now, you wouldn't have to put a butterfly, but I just personally want to put a butterfly. So, I am just going to dangle up my butterfly here. And I just have one of the butterflies that came in the box. And I think I'll put the butterfly and then maybe a little crystal. Just to bring a little sparkle. And where is that going to hang on here? So I'm going to keep it short so it's not necessarily knocking into that crystal there. I'm going to make a little tiny loop to keep her short. And I'm wire wrapping. You kind of got to spin the bead when you got these little wings and stuff. You know, you guys know. Get everything tucked in there. Now I am going to, let me see. I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add the butterfly onto that first oval jump ring there. That's exactly what I am going to do. Just going to give her a little open here. Put her little butterfly on. Ta-da! All right. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh, one of my players just got grease on me. Yeah, that's cute. I really like that a lot. 7 inches. All right. So, I'll get some photos and a little video for you, but I'll just put it out here so you can see what we got. Zoom in a little bit. So that's what we got. I really like the way it turned out. And then here's the little charms. And when you bring it around. So either way you decide to do it, I think it would be super cute. I really enjoy it a lot. It actually turned out to be a little more like kind of elegant than I was originally thinking. So that's good. But I like it. Now for the earring making, we're going to go back and get our metal punch. Now on the little markup that I had 3 dangles. We will see, again, I'm just going into this hole. We will see how that's going to work. So I'll try it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, all right. So there's 1 punch that I did. Now, according to my design over here, I need 3. So I'm going to go to the one right next to it. And then there's the middle, and then I go right here. Okay. All right, looks like she's gonna work. So I will do the same to the other side. So I'm punching the first hole that we are going to then hang the post on. So there's that one. Go directly down. This is our middle dangle. Go 1 right here. 1 petal to the right. It's our second dangle. Okay, go back to the middle and then one petal to the left in that little hole. And that is our third dangle. This actually works out quite well because it this little pokey part is fitting right into those little grooves, so that's cool. Got a lot of debris down here. All right, so yeah, trying to look, make sure they're the right way. So in order to keep things straight, what I'm going to do is I'm first going to add on the head pin. So let's just do that so we know where up is. Okay. So I'm going to put it in the one we punched in the top. And then I'm going to spin this oval jump ring opening part to the back so you don't see it. So it looks like that. I'll do the other one as well. So again, we're just opening the jump ring. Take our other side, find the one we punched in the top, which is, see where the holes are bigger? This one. Up there all by its loneliness. And then put on our post. Close her up and then spin that oval jump ring so that the opening is in the back. All right, we're good to go. I guess if you didn't want dangles, you could just go like that with your little post and have a wonderful time. Up to you. Now we're going to take and we're going to make 6 little tiny dangles. Now, I'm not going to make these too long, actually. I'm only going to use like 1 or 2 crystals. They're going to be small because I really like this. This is a post, so you don't want too much, you know, dangling down because it's going to pull your earlobe down. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the lighter color crystal. I'm not, let me see. I'll use the lighter color purple, not the white, but the purple. And then a dark purple. And I'll put that one in the middle. So, just gonna boop, like that. And you could just wire wrap these right on. Let's see. I feel like it's just going to make it more complex than it needs to be. If I was using wire, I probably would. Because wire's got a little more give, but it's like, that's fine. I'll just use an oval jump ring. It's possible if you want to do it that way. Okay. So we need to make 2 of these. Two of those. So the light purple. And the dark purple. Okay. And spin. Yeah. And then for these other dangles, so now we have our 2 center dangles. 1 for each. And then on the other side, this one's kind of bent up. On the other side, I'm only going to put 1 crystal. And I think I will go with the lighter color. Because remember now, you want light around your face, right? Draws the eye up, they said. And spin this little guy up. So we'll need to make 4 single ones. And I mean, you don't have to do it this way. You could put as many dangles as you want. So after further inspection, I found out that there's actually more than 3 colors in this crystal crystal mix, because I found this one, I thought it was the lighter purple, but after I was like comparing them on just a few minutes ago, this is like a pink color. So I just put them next to each other to make sure that they are in fact all the same, you know. This one got a little twisted. I gotta just fix him up a little bit. Okay, so that one's ready. And then we'll do the other side. 2 more little charms to go. And last one. Oh, good. These are my 2 head pins I had left. They're a little bit rough. So I have this one. Okay, here's the last one. All right, now got some debris in the way here. All we have to do is connect them. So I'm using the smallest oval jump rings that I have. You don't have to use an oval. You could use a really small circle. I don't know if I have any really small circles. And I'm just going to go into the holes. So making sure I'm on the outer edge. 1. Yeah. I kind of like that because it'll make them a little more dangly. Like just a smidgy. They're still going to be small, but they're just going to be a little smidgy dangly. Buzz and get down. This is our middle one with the 2 crystals on it. Oh. Oh boy. Mr. Bunsen is getting into trouble over there. He's throwing things off my desk in protest. He's had it with these earrings, he said. Okay, this one goes on the other side. So now we have 1 little flower dangly earring. Are they cute? We have to find a an earring nut for the back. If you don't have one, you could just use one of those clear. Oh, here's a clear one. You know, like that. That'll work too. But I will look around and see if I have any laying around. Even if they're silver, it does look like these posts do have the little notch in them where it would catch. So I would prefer to have that. That's just a personal choice. Ooh. Drop my little crystal. Okay, here I go on the last one. And 1. and 2. With the 2 crystals in the middle. And 3. All right. Those are cute. I really like those a lot. They're kind of like just, you know, kind of, I could see me wearing these. Like kind of little and plain, but they're super cute. I like them. And then if you put them with our bracelet, oh, there we go. Let me zoom you out. Yeah. There she is, the finished product. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy this little set. I hope you found it inspiring and fun for summer. If you did, please leave me a comment. Let me know if you're going to go the wire wrap or the dangly way for the bracelet. I would love to know. And then I'll just show you our finished product versus our little design. There's the design, the little flower earrings. So I would say it's a success. It turned out pretty well. I invite you to all come to Coffee Club so we can do designs together. That's in the morning live on YouTube. And it's usually between 9 and 10. Usually more like 9. It's live on Thunderhorse Descendant YouTube. So I invite you all to come. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.